Hey y'all, it's Britt, and I have a project to share with you. This is for one of my group swaps I hosted. So I made, I think, 7 of these. And basically what it was, the swap was a mini holiday embellishment box swap. And then you also had to include a separate pack of 3 handmade embellishments. And you just had to fill it and decorate the top. So first let me share, before I show anything, let me just, okay. So, let me show you the embellishment box. So here's the embellishment box. They came out really, really cute. I love how they came out. And so the image I used is the Holiday Anya Greeting Farm stamp, and I colored them up and cut them out with my scan and cut. And then this, the circle that she is on, there's some gold thread behind her, and then these are layered. These are dies from AliExpress. And then the red cardstock, I actually made that pattern paper. So as you can see, I kind of went with a holly theme. And I used a distressed glitter, I think antique coin or something like that, embossing powder from I think Tim Holtz. And I used some of my Dilution stamps. This is my Christmas collection of things, and I got to use some of the stamps that I haven't used before. And basically this is the one I use, which is Holidays, and that's the product code, and then you can go find it rangerink.com. So I went through a huge Dilution mixed media phase, and I still love it, but a lot of these I never, as you can tell, some of them I never really, like this one's completely brand new. So I'm trying to use my stamps and get back into stamping and stuff. So what I did was this like collage of holly leaves is what I used, and stamped the background and embossed it. So that's how I made the paper, and I have like little tutorials on how I did things, little short videos on my Instagram. I always post when I work on projects. I post the progress and things of different things. Same thing with the handmade embellishments I made. 2 of them have little videos. And then this is also, actually no, I believe this one, because this is an oval, this one is a Sizzix die. No, I'm sorry, Spellbinders. It's a Spellbinders scallop circle die. And I used this saying, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I just like the font, and like with the little dots and things, I just thought it went really cute. So I cut that out on like a dark army green kind of color. And then the gold dots on there are just liquid pearls, just to add a little fun accent. And then I have a piece of gold bling trim, like a strip there. And then I have these from Walmart, these hollies. So I have a little one up here, and then I tucked in a large one here. And then this is all popped up. So I use chipboard and cardboard. I recycle everything. So I have everything. The girls popped up, and then the circles popped up. And then she has some glitter stickling on her. And then I added some Wild Orchid Craft flowers. So, and I added a little pearl spray. So I have a trellis rose here, and that kind of matching green color I was going for. And then I have a white and red flower for that little hint, because there's some, you know, the white and the red. I didn't want to put a solid red because I thought it would kind of be too much. So that's why I really like this flower. And these might not be, this one might not be Wild Orchid Crafts. I actually think this one is from Saw Crafters, from when she used to sell flowers and things. So from, I believe that's what this is. So that's how I made them. And so those are the stamps I used. And then inside, I'm not really going to go into detail, but basically they all have the exact same things. Little things vary, but they basically all have the same thing. So here is all like paper clips, brads, eyelets, clothespins, all that jazz is right there. And then this is all like bling, like these pearl blings and some little snowflakes and some glittery pom-poms, like the small ones. And then this one is all, there's pearls, and then there's some like, there are these iridescent beads in here. There's a large and a small. There's some of these larger bling pieces, some stars. There's some of these little bling rhinestone charms. And then everybody got one of these large bling button pieces. And then this one has a metal cherub and some bells. These are some iridescent like sequin snowflake mix. So that's in there. And then here's like a little sequin mix. Has reindeers, and then there's like one snowman I threw in. And there's just tons of, you know, traditional colored. I'm sorry, I'm having such a brain fart. There's some snowflakes, some stars, and just regular, what the hell are they called? Sequins. I'm having such a brain fart. Okay, and then I rolled up some of that bling mesh, and that's here. And then this one's all buttons, so there's white buttons and some specialty, you know, there's some nice specialty ones. There's green, and there's red, and then there's a gold metal one in each of them, like a vintage, if I can pick it up. There's a gold, they're all different, but it's from my button collection. And then there's like one of the little specialty buttons, you know, like the shaped one. So this one, and each one's different. So this one has a reindeer. And then there's a poinsettia, and then there's some of these sequin like balls. I thought these would be cute in like a floral arrangement or whatnot. So I have one of each color. And then I have a little piece of washi that says do not open until Christmas, so you just peel off the back and you can stick it on something. And then I have some wands, so like paper straws. So I cut out a whole bunch of them to fit in here, so you can make like little mini flags or little banners or whatever the hell you want. And then this one, there's a holly, one of those die cuts. There's a wooden reindeer. We have a little snowman. So some have boy snowmans and some have girl snowmans. And then there's these wooden ornaments. And then there's a vintage bingo chip piece. So yeah, that's what's on the inside. And then let me show you the embellishments. So, and I have them packaged up. And I packaged them, so here's how they come packaged. Each one is exactly the same. The only thing that's different is I use different paper. And basically what you do, what I did for this, I took a 12-inch piece of paper. I put each of these in one of these pretzel bags. I folded them over one another so you can see there's the back. So I folded them over one another, so I stacked them to where I wanted them. Left a little extra plastic up top. From the bottom of the paper, I lined the plastic up about 1/4 of an inch, the last one. And I held it and I lined everything up, stapled it. Then I cut the paper with scissors right above where the plastic ends. I took that leftover piece from the 12 by 12, folded it in half, and adhered it to the top. And that's how you make this little, like flip display of embellishments. If you want me to do a tutorial, I can. just let me know down in the comments. And yeah, and they all have a little Santa sticker on them. I used these up. These are from Michael's from a couple years ago. So what I made was I made these really cute candy cane embellishments. The bows, these are from Dollar Tree, and then the candy canes I made, you know, I just took a white and a metallic red, and you know, I twisted and twisted, and then I glued them. You know, I formed my candy, I cut the strips for my candy canes, I glued them, and then I tied the bow around. I thought those came out super, super cute. And then this one I have the little mini tutorial on my Instagram. This is a punched out ticket. I have a ticket punch. I got it at a yard sale, so I don't know what brand it is. It doesn't have a brand name on it. But it's a giant ticket. And basically, I used up the scraps that I had. This was like a 5x7 piece of paper, so I had to trim it down to fit on here. And I also rounded the corners. So those extra scrap pieces I used on these embellishments. So I have the little small strip from the bottom I put, and I made like the little flags. And then this, I took some white cardstock, cut a strip out, and I stamped this magical, and that's from this Small Stamps by Hot Off the Press. It's an old stamp from 2011, but it's that magical saying there. There's the information, but I love these little stamps. So that's what I used there, and then again I layered that, and then I have one of the hollies. I use one of the large ones. You know, I try to coordinate everything. And then I have this butterfly punch, which I believe is Recollections, and I cut it out of some patterned gold foiled vellum, so it would be like see-through, kind of transparent. And I layered that up there, and then I have a little strip of little bling, and then I have some small silver bling in the back, and then the back paper is poinsettia pattern paper, you know, to go with the holly and everything. And then this one, I made, you know, one of the little prize medallions. So for this one, I have a gold foil, gold metallic crepe paper rosette. These I get from, oh my god, I'm having such a brain fart. I believe Christina on Instagram, and then I punched out a scallop circle, and then I punched out a glitter green circle, and this is all popped up, so each of these have a layer underneath them. And then I glued on these wooden Santas. Each one has a different saying. This one says ho ho ho, and then I added the little pom-pom on there. That was not on there. And then tucked under the scallop circle, I took the larger strips, I cut them in half, and then I made the flags, and that's how I did that. So I made everything coordinate, and then I just finished the back off with the scallop circle so you didn't see the staples. And that's how those embellishments are. So basically, and then I'm wrapping this up in tissue paper. That's how I'm wrapping them all up. And then I'm putting everything into one of the vintage newspaper bags. I just have to find where I put mine. I believe mine might be in my storage unit with my craft show stuff. So I'm going to have to go take a trip over there. And I have to take a trip over there anyways. It's not that far. It's down the road. So I got to go look. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye guys.